Hello and welcome to another session at TravClan Webinars. I'm your host Devansh Kalra, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be talking about mastering five-star travel experience. जैसा आप लोगों को पता ही होता है कि हम लोग we are working on our improving on ground customer service. जो आपके customers basically destinations पे जाते हैं, specifically international destinations के लिए हम उनका on ground experience कैसे better कर सकते हैं. How we are just अब like basically एक step ऊपर लेके जा रहे हैं on ground सपोर्ट और सर्विसेज को और बेनिफिट्स को ट्रैवल के दौरान, राइट? So we have a very special webinar and a special presentation presented to us by three of the most distinguished people from business team, right? We have Miss Pooja Sean, who is from the business team and handles all the escalations and on package queries, right? We have Mr. John Jacob, who is the general manager at TravPlan, looks over flights and packages, right? And we have Mr. Mohammed Javed, who is the business head, right? He basically handles all the package sales related to each and every destination that TravPlan caters, right? So abhi ka flow matlab basically ऐसे रहेगा कि like Pooja will be taking you through all the slides that she has prepared, right? And basically जितना भी हम लोगों ने पिछले कुछ महीनों में इम्प्रूव किया है, क्या आगे हम इम्प्रूवमेंट करने वाले हैं, ऑन ट्रिप एक्सपीरियंस हम कैसे बेटर कर रहे हैं, each and everything will be explained by Pooja. Post with Javed and John will be taking over all the questions that you guys have, right? So questions के लिए मैं आपको इतना बोलूंगा कि questions आपके जो भी होंगे, please keep those questions for the end of the webinar. We all will be discussing those questions one by one, and अगर कुछ अलग से questions होंगे, we'll drop the mail IDs as well, right? So Pooja, John, Javed, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. So without any further ado, Pooja, let's take it away, and yeah, let's hope for a great webinar.
Sure. Thank you so much. Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Pooja, and today I will be briefing you about how things work in TravPlan and basically how we can make sure that customers have best experience on ground. So this PPT will be all about mastering five-star travel experience throughout. So let me share my screen. Okay. So I think you can see my screen now. Okay, so to begin with, basically TravPlan is a trusted DMC in 18 plus destinations. As you can see, we are in Dubai, Bali, Mauritius. So we have more than 4,000 passengers that we send monthly to Dubai, and similarly to Bali and other places as well. So basically we cater over Southeast Asia as well, and more other destinations, including domestic packages and international packages. So let me show you how we have this process made very easy for our travel partners so that they can take the quote easily, customize it and book it on the portal itself. So we have a special portal for all our travel partners. So you can take the quotes from there directly. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you will receive an instant quote on the portal. Then you also have the option of customizing it, right? So for example, you need any sort of customizations, our team will help you with that. And आप later on उसको book भी कर सकते हैं portal के ही through. Then after which our post booking team will process that booking for you. Also, once the booking gets processed, your vouchers will be sent before 7 days when the travel will start, right? So it is very important for all the travel partners. Make sure that we do briefing of the customers. Why? Because a guest will be going on ground for the very first time, right? So they will be having very less idea about that destinations. So it becomes extremely important to brief them about that particular destination. Okay, so once the guest is on ground, then we have this on-trip help. So how OnTrip Help Support works is that we have a portal specifically made for the guests who are on ground. So एक बारी जब आपका guest on ground चले जाता है, we have this a website made जहाँ पर guest directly हमसे connect कर सकते हैं in case of any issues. So whatever the issue is, they can directly reach out to us. So this is how OnTrip Help works. So this is how OnTrip Help is. You need to put the booking ID here. So आपको हर एक booking में booking ID मिलती है. Then the first 4 characters of the guest name. यहाँ पर आप वो put in करोगे, and then when you click on login, so then this will open up, right? So this is for Sanket Kumar, and this is how the OnTrip works. So यहाँ पर सारा arrival detail रहेगा, departure detail रहेगा, right? आप यहाँ से डाउनलोड भी कर सकते हो वाउचर्स, एंड ये एक स्पेसिफिकली डेस्टिनेशन गाइड बनी होती है गेस्ट के लिए. देन पिकअप कहाँ से होगा वो भी मेंशन रहता है, एंड देन वी हैव डे वाइज आइटनरी व्हिच इज देयर फॉर ऑल द गेस्ट. सो डे 1 पे आप जैसे देख सकते हैं, दिस इज द फुकेत एयरपोर्ट टू फुकेत होटल का ट्रांसफर. ऑल द व्हीकल डिटेल्स विल बी गिवन टू यू. ऑल्सो एग्जैक्टली व्हाट विल बी द पिकअप पॉइंट, दैट विल ऑल्सो बी मेंशन्ड. फिर ये डे वाइज रहेगा, लाइक दिस वन वाज फॉर डे 1 फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर कस्टमर. देन फॉर डे 2 वी हैव अगेन मेंशन्ड द पिकअप टाइम विद द व्हीकल डिटेल्स. सो इससे क्या रहता है, जो सारा प्रोसेस होता है बहुत इजीली मैनेज हो जाता है गेस्ट के साथ डायरेक्टली, राइट? एंड देन वी आल्सो हैव दिस क्विक लिंक्स फॉर ऑल आवर गेस्ट सो दैट दे कैन गो थ्रू all the Instagrammable points that they can cover, right? Kids special shopping hacks, and then we also have FAQs. So we also make sure that all our drivers are on time and all the pickups go smoothly. But let's say, for example, due to any reason or any contingency, anything happens and because of which the delay is there, so we also have special FAQs for our guests to make sure that their experience is 5 on 5 with us, right? So for example, let's say that driver misbehaved. Although we always make sure that our drivers are very sweet and very patient, very friendly with the guest. But in case if any they sort of misbehave with our guests, we have specially made FAQs and SOPs for that, and we make sure that we follow it, right? So for example, let's say that a transfer gets missed, or let's say airport transfers gets delayed by an hour. So here it is. So if an airport pickup is late by an hour, let's say driver was not able to reach due to any reason, right? We make sure that the reimbursement is done more than the amount that was booked. For example, if the guest booked for the guest booked a taxi, we make sure that the reimbursement amount is 150% of the booking amount that the guest had to pay. So this is some kind of SOPs that we follow and make sure that we strictly follow these protocols. Okay, so now this is how we make sure that our guests are welcomed at the airport. So we make sure that our guests, they are welcomed very nicely at the airport, or they our presence should be there. So we have built this strong presence on ground for making sure that they have very good experience with us. Okay, so right now we are focusing a lot on making sure that we have a strong on ground presence. So our team makes sure that the whatever hotels we are giving or whatever transfers we are giving, we check that. So our team visits that particular hotel, checks the vehicle also, and make sure that whatever we are providing is first checked and then only provided to the guest. So recently our team also visited Maldives, Bali, several other places. So we are also one of the biggest DMCs for Maldives as well. And we have extensive partnership with various cruise lines, and we have really good prices for that as well. So also along with that, we have partnership with Saudi Tourism and with Dubai Tourism also. So as I explained you before that how we make sure that, let's say, guests are on ground, right? Anything can happen. Maybe something which was not planned but actually happened. So just like how I informed you, we have several SOPs which we have made. So how we are making sure that Travclan guests have 5-on-5 experience is that, firstly, by checking all the hotels, all the vehicles, and even if anything happens, then we are making sure that we make sure that the guests are happy in the end of the trip. So we have got really good ratings so far, and our only focus is to get 5-star experiences at the end of every trip. So we have this really good feedback where all the guests have mentioned that this particular trip was very good, drivers were friendly, and it was a memorable trip for them. So we make sure that whenever the guests are on ground, they get a good welcome by making sure that they get goodies. So yes, we also give some special goodies, like we give customized handbags to the guest when they arrive, let's say in Bali or in Dubai or in Thailand, and also we do welcome by garlands. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pooja, for that wonderful presentation. Like, I think we can move forward with the like further questions if you guys have, like, any questions for Pooja, John, or Javed. Like, basically, what are the things that like, we focus on, like, कहाँ कहाँ पर ये होता है, कैसे हम लोग usually guests को receive करते हैं, anything and everything we can ask the questions now. So yeah, we are all ears. Okay, we even have some questions here. From where we should see on trip help.
Hi, Ruchi. I think there's a question from your end saying that where should we see the on-trip from? So basically, it's a website, ontriphelp.com. You can directly go there on the link, and I'll show you on the screen also if you see. Basically, it's a link ontriphelp.com where you can put your booking ID and the first 4 letters of the passenger, and it will open up the booking, right? So this is the link which is there, ontriphelp.com. There you can put the booking ID and the lead pack's name. Devansh will also mention this link on the chat itself so that you can copy paste it. And once you open this, you will see the entire page which Pooja just showed you.
Just to add to John's point. Yeah. So basically, this is a non-branded portal. This is a white label portal. So कोई भी यहाँ पे Travclan नहीं दिख रहा होता specifically on Trip Help पे. So our agents can share that with their customers without the fear that it's branded Travclan के हिसाब से. ये non-branded होता है. और आप एक कस्टमर इसको इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो उस तरीके से. तो इस पे कहीं पे भी Travclan मेंशन नहीं होगा, आपका स्पेसिफिकली आपका ही ब्रांड नेम मेंशन होता है. So it will show that this is like your own product. Thank you. This was just to add.
Okay, so the next question is, which destinations do we cater all these welcome arrivals at?
So all the international and the domestic destinations which you saw, we are trying that, like for example, Maldives, we don't do because there are resort counters at the airport only, for example. But in all destinations where there's an on-ground package and where we are doing your transfers, for example, we do all the arrival pictures and all the goodies, for example, across all the destinations, both in domestic and in international, for example.
Okay, so the next question is, how are you solving the availability issues for Kashmir? Because last time I booked, there was some availability issue due to which my client cancelled the package.
Or so I agree, right? I think there is season which is coming up for a lot of these destinations, both in domestic and in international. So we as TravClan, we just to let you guys know, right? We have done a lot of blockings across hotels, across cars, for example, in Kerala, Kashmir, in international destinations, wherever we have been facing difficulties earlier, right? Even for example, houseboats in Kerala, we have done blockings during the season for all the dates, even peak dates, just to let you know. And where due to which there'll be no, at least this time, there'll be no issues in terms of availability. That wouldn't be an issue for any agent that we have solved for this season.
Right. So the next question we have is, why are we putting the name of TravClan branding on name board on airport pickup time? So John Pooja.
So essentially, we are your partners, right? So we as TravClan, so number one, we don't do B2C at any given point or at any destination. So we are a B2B company purely, right? So in cases, so we as a partner brand ourselves on ground, for example, and that's our staff who's wearing our TravClan t-shirt. And again, like, it is not for promotional or branding exercise. It's our own staff who's wearing our own employee t-shirt, for example, right? And we don't do branding in terms of that we sell the package to the customer. We don't upsell also. We drive everything, all the bookings or any upselling or which happens on the ground also is routed through the travel agent only specifically. So we don't interfere in all those things. And as I said, again, like, we are not a B2C company. So that becomes not like, that becomes less relevant for us, at least the branding which happens.
Right. So the next question is, when are all the details given available for any trip?
So all the details will be available a day before the travel. So for example, the travel starts from 26 September. For example, let's say the guest arrives at the airport on 26 September. All the details will be given one day back, that is 25th September.
Right. So the next question is, if Pax booked hotel by himself, can we provide only airport transfer and sightseeing in domestic and international both?
Yes, so if the hotel is already purchased by the guest, right, and only you are looking for airport transfers, that also we can cater to. So that is not an issue.
So the next query, not a question, says that you're facing customizing problems in instant quote. Right. So Ruchi, what we can do is we can connect you through a through a destination expert or an account manager. He or she will, like, basically take you through the process, like कि नया वाला जो कोड सिस्टम है वो कैसे वर्क करता है, आप खुद कैसे चीजें कस्टमाइज कर सकते हो, एंड लाइक व्हाट ऑल फीचर्स डू वी हैव, जहाँ पे आपका थोड़ा सा लाइक पैकेज बुक करने का हासिल कम हो जाता है. Right. So we're gonna like surely basically connect you with any of our account managers. And I'm just going to drop a mail ID as well so that आप यहाँ पे भी reach out कर सकते हो, right? So yeah. So the next question we have on the portal is, what all properties of Maldives are you giving?
So yeah, so typically we can do all sorts of properties in Maldives. But specifically, as partners, we should understand the strength of your suppliers, basically. So we have more than 50 plus contracted properties in Maldives. We do 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, 4-star premium, 5-star premium. So mostly all the properties are directly contracted with respect to TravClan, like the bigger chains like Agaran Resorts, Villa, Fushi Faru, Digu Faru, Medu Fushi, Anantara. So all the bigger chains are directly contracted for Maldives. Having said that, it means that we'll, before anybody in India, we'll have the best rates of these properties so that we can also give the same margin to our partners, like the agents. So that is how we work on volumes, and we are contracted with almost 50 plus properties in Maldives. And apart from that, also, you can book any property, but the contracted ones will be able to give you more margins. You'll be able to make more money if we deal into the contracted ones. So I hope I'm able to answer.
Right. So the next question we have is, do you provide fixed departures for festival seasons as well?
Yeah, so like we are doing fixed departures for Bali right now as well, which is available across like November till December, even including cruises also. We have a lot of blockings for festive dates, for newer dates, for example, 28 especially, which goes for 5-day sailings in cruises, and also Bali departures are also available for New Year Eve, and in both like in November and in December. From October onwards, we have a lot of dates. So you can check out our page, Traflan Holidays, in which you'll find fixed departures ka page, in which we have listed all the departures which is available right now.
Just to add to what Mr. John said, we also have a few newer destinations which are very popular in India now. So we have got FDs, fixed departures for Almaty as well. And there's a specific page on Traflan with respect to fixed departures. So we keep bringing a lot of fixed departures. As of now, we have got Bali for November, December, and then we have Almaty, and we keep doing these on specific particular dates. So there's a specific page. We'll just share the link here in the messages.
Right. So the next question is, hi, will you carry the placard on travel agent name and arrange arrival pictures for Dubai? What if there is 1 hour delay in pickup or sightseeing?
Yes, for sure. So, if the request is placed 2 to 3 days prior of the date of travel, surely we can do that. So you can let us know, and we can do that.
Right. So the next question is, I booked some package while welcoming guests. I do not want any other logo, any Traflan logo to show to my guests. Is that possible?
Yeah, I think I have already answered that. So yeah, definitely we can do that. So you just need to let us know 2 to 3 days prior of the date of travel, and we can get it done. So the logo will be of the travel partner only on the placard.
Right. So the next. Right. So the next question on the portal is, are the fixed departures, the flights are bought by you, or do you, or like the airlines contact you? Just a second. Let me just understand this question. Okay, I think what they're trying to ask is like, are we in direct contracting with the supplier, or do we buy themselves?
Yeah, we directly deal with the airlines here in terms of Bali, in terms of cruise lines across multiple destinations. We directly deal with the airlines for FTs. For holidays, just clarifying it, because we have also series fare which are uploaded on the portal. Those are third party, but the packages, holidays which we do FTs, those are all directly with the airline itself.
Got it. Got it. So the next question is there any list of Maldives hotels which allow kids on water villas? So what we'll do is like, so a Maldives team basically specifically for the upcoming season is working on a list जहाँ पे आपको basically bifurcated way में आपको पता चल जाएगा कि like honeymoon resorts कौन से हैं and kid friendly resorts कौन से हैं, and like what all like for example अगर आपको थोड़ा सा adventure वाला experience चाहिए Maldives में, तो कौन कौन से resorts में जाया जा सकता है. So we are already working on that list and we'll get back to you with that ASAP. Yeah. So what we can do is also we can also like drop the contact number or email ID of Sparsh Batra, who is the destination expert for Maldives, and you can just directly call that destination expert, and he'll like clarify all your doubts that you have regarding the requirements of your clients. कि अगर आपके client की कुछ बहुत ही specific requirements है कि like they want some honeymoon inclusion or say they want some adventure experiences, we can deal with that as well. Right. So the next question is, why don't you have a flexible payment policies, more timeline to make payment? Also, why are the vouchers not shared immediately?
So the payment policy, usually if you see across destinations, we have standardized it. Maldives also, we typically try to keep it as close as what resorts give us across, like which resorts give to everybody in India, whether it's a supplier, whether it's an agent, or whether the end customer. So we try to be as flexible as possible, even if there is a, I'm sure like people who work with us, they have often extended their payment deadlines as well. And where we are comfortable, we obviously want to support you and want to continue doing that as well. Right. And again, like we always make payment policies depending on what the hotels provide, what the resort provides mostly. Right. And again, like we support wherever extension is required. Number two, in terms of voucher, like if you see that we have built the ontriphelp.com, right? And again, like the itinerary and everything, we are trying to automate that through the holiday product also, if you see. So technically, when you book when you take a quote itself, right, you will see everything which you require, just like a voucher in the holiday portal itself, right, in terms of itinerary, timing and everything, right? And we'll also soon probably prepone the on-trip help also, where you'll be able to see as soon as you confirm a booking, right, you'll be able to see your own voucher as well in the ontriphelp.com portal.
Right. So I think we're done with the questions except for a few last ones. So it's a suggestion. I think please include more fixed departures. Yes, ma'am. Feedback well taken. We'll try and put more fixed departure for like upcoming days, so that it's more basically, we know that fixed departure is a more fast selling product. So yeah, we'll try to include that. Can we customize group packages for 50 packs international destinations?
Yeah. Yes, we can definitely customize that. We have a dedicated team of all destinations. We have got 3, 4, 5 people in for all destinations who cater to FITs and group booking. So we can for sure do this. If there's a booking of, say, there's a group booking, we generally, help support the agents with respect to the margins as well. So we are very transparent into that. So you'd be knowing everything, all the hotels, every resort that we are booking, transfers. So there's a dedicated team who does group booking, and there is a dedicated destination expert who does this. So yeah.
Right. I think those are all the questions we had in the chat box. Right. So yeah, I thank everyone for joining in. Right. Taking out time from the busy schedules and just like joining this session. And I hope everyone just learned or just saw like what Traplan is doing to enhance their customer experience. I also thank John, Pooja, and Javed for taking out time to just host this session for our travel agents, so that I think ये बहुत ज़्यादा जरूरी होते हैं वाले sessions, ताकि हमारे travel agents basically day to day updated रहे. And for any kind of queries or questions, please reach out to your account managers or destination experts. We'll be more than happy to cater to all your questions and queries and all the requirements that you get. Right. So on that note, happy weekend, everyone. And we'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe the channel. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.